If you've fished out of this boat with me before, you know I usually keep a couple of boxes up here in the front that have my fishing tackle in them. As you can see, they are conspicuously empty. I haven't tossed anything in the live well for safekeeping. There might be a few baits of miscellaneous stuff underneath the seat. I'm not going to dig everything out from under the seat. But all we're going to be fishing with is these baits right here and the ones that are already rigged on the rods. I want to make some changes from my first video on these that was making the Curly Buzz Frog. On the Curly Buzz Frog Mini, I had been planning on fishing it on a 3/0 owner rigging hook, and I actually just didn't quite like it, so I pulled out a 1/0 Mustad 91768 30-degree extra wide gap worm hook and put a copper keeper on it, and it seemed to work just fine. And then of course we're going to continue to fish the bigger ones on the 5/0 hook until I get a chance to try maybe a 6/0, but I think the 5/0 will be good enough for today. This is the screw lock that I use on the hooks, and here's the don't know if you can read that or not, but there's the 91768 1/0 hook that we're going to use for the Mini. We're only taking 4 rods right here, a pair of each, basically, so if I mess up a rod or get some bad line or something, I'm not done with my test early. 2 medium heavy fast action bait casters with 30-pound braid on them, and 2 medium light extra fast spinning rods with 20-pound braid on them. We're going to use the 30-pound with the medium heavies for the regular Curly Buzz Frog, and we're going to use the medium light with the 20-pound braid for the minis. I love that. The Mini kicks just like the big one. Did you get it? There we go, second cast on the Curly Buzz Frog Mini. Thank you. I always like to bring a buzz frog or a buzz bait or a frog across a tule point like that. Oh, I totally missed him. Got him. I thought he was a little one, but he's fighting like he thinks he's a big one. Might be a 2-pounder. Here we go. Curly Buzz Frog Mini. That's a fat chunk. I don't know how it is that the knot winds up on the wrong side of the bait keeper, but nice thing about it, it's easy to pop the bait keepers off and pop them back on. And nose of this bait's getting a little blown out, but I think I can still fish it for a while. That was definitely a little fish. Pretty hard to fish a bait effectively when... Ah, little guy, he had it for a second. Pretty hard to fish a bait effectively when a horsefly is constantly busting on you. Oh, I got a little one. Oh, I think I saw something chasing him. Hey, you, stay out of those tulies. There we go. Another one on the curly buzz frog. On the mini. Keep telling myself it's getting dark, I should start throwing the bigger one just because they'd be able to see it better, but... And then I get a bite. My line is messed up. You know, I don't put that in the video usually.
I know. I'm just bored.
I just let that one go. I figured you weren't going to run the camera. I might as well not bother to set the hook. Little guy. Real little guy.